I'm Ursula and welcome to Urs Gets Fit. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Now, if you are on a weight loss journey, you are going to want to watch this video to the end because today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 habits that I had to give up in order to lose 70 pounds in 9 months. So just a little backstory, I had VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy back in 2014, so almost 10 years ago at this point. And I went on to lose about 100 pounds, got pregnant, life happened, I regained most of that weight. And in 2023, I embarked on a journey to lose the weight for good. In May 2023, I started the 75 Hard Challenge after seeing my doctor, who told me that my acid reflux that was associated with my sleeve surgery would resolve itself if I lost my excess weight. I went on to complete 116 days of the 75 Hard Challenge. In August of 2023, I started to add running and strength training to my fitness routine, and I started training for long distance road races. By February of 2024, when I ran the half marathon that I had trained for, I was down 70 pounds. The first habit was setting a weight loss goal. Now, if you're like me and you've been on multiple weight loss journeys, the first thing you do is set a goal. What weight do I want to be? Even when I had VSG 10 years ago, they set a weight loss goal for you. And I was so focused on that number, I never actually got to my VSG goal. And anytime I start a weight loss journey and I set a weight loss goal, I get so focused on that number. And then what do? We weigh ourselves. And that scale creeps and creeps and creeps, and it's so discouraging. This time, when I started 75 Hard, I didn't care about the weight. All I wanted to do was to finish 75 Hard. And so going into this, I didn't set a weight loss goal whatsoever. It just didn't matter to me. 75 Hard wasn't a physical transformation challenge. It was a mental transformation challenge. I knew that if I followed it the way it was supposed to be followed, I would have a physical transformation at the end of it, but I was not going to be focused on the number on the scale. I just wanted to finish the challenge. I did just that. I finished the 75 days of the challenge. I finished 30 days of phase 1, and then I finished an additional 11 days of completing the 75 Hard task. So a total of 116 days. Now, within that time frame, I did lose 34 pounds. So while I lost weight on 75 Hard, it was not my focus. I did not have a goal, and it was one of the things that I believe helped me be successful on the 75 Hard Challenge, and then moving beyond the challenge helped me to be successful to lose a total of 70 pounds in 9 months. Now, the second habit that I had to give up in order to lose 70 pounds in 9 months was weighing myself every day. So now I don't have a weight loss goal. There is no need for me to get on the scale every day. And again, if you're like me, you're on the scale every day, sometimes twice a day. We know in our minds, we know that our weight fluctuates. We hear that all the time. You're not supposed to weigh yourself every day. We think that we've accounted for that in our head while we continue to weigh every day, but doing so is just a demotivator. And so I had to just decide, I don't have a weight loss goal. There is no reason for me to get on the scale. Now, I did weigh myself about once every 2 weeks because I was documenting my journey on 75 Hard. And so I kind of wanted to document my weight as well. But I would get on the scale, I would document my weight, and I would be done. There was no getting on the scale multiple times, moving the scale around the bathroom, weighing first thing in the morning with no clothes on, weigh it in the afternoon after I had a bowel move. Like, there was none of that nonsense. It was get on the scale, oh, there's the number, all right, I'm good for another 2 weeks. And it just did not matter to me what that number said. So weighing myself daily was definitely a bad habit, and it was one that I knew that I had to give up if I wanted to be successful. I gave up the habit and I was able to lose the 70 pounds in 9 months. The third bad habit that I had to give up to be successful on my weight loss journey was delaying my start. Now, I am very good at this. I will start on Monday. I will start after work travel is over. I will start after summer vacation is over. I will start after the holidays. I will start after the box of Skittles is gone. Like, I am very good at delaying my start of my weight loss journey. And so I just had to decide, no, we're not gonna delay this thing. I saw the doctor on a Wednesday. She said, I'm gonna schedule you an appointment with the nutritionist. That appointment was for the following week, and I just decided I wasn't gonna wait. I wasn't gonna wait until Monday. I wasn't gonna wait until the appointment with the nutritionist. I started the very next day. I knew what to do, and I knew that I could do it for the first few days until my appointment with the nutritionist. And so I just did it. And so giving up that bad habit of delaying my start really helped me in this journey, because I just started. I started and I did not wait for anything. I knew I had summer vacation coming up. I knew that I had work travel coming up, just things going on in life with family and work. And there were so many reasons for me not to start the next day, and yet I still started. And it was definitely a key factor in me being able to lose the 70 pounds in 9 months. So the fourth habit that I had to give up to lose 70 pounds in 9 months was to quit relying on motivation. Motivation only gets you so far, usually a couple of days or two, and then after that, it's pretty much gone. What I had to rely on was discipline. Do it anyway. Do it whether you feel like it or not. Now, when I started 75 Hard, remember, I had no weight loss goal. My only goal was to finish the challenge. And so I went into 75 Hard real easy, because I didn't want to be all gung-ho about it and then like fall on my face like day 2 or 3. This was not my first time trying 75 Hard. And so this time I was just like, okay, we're gonna take it one day at a time. Just focus on the task, and your only goal is to finish all the tasks every single day. And it got so that it was a routine, and I did it whether I felt like it or not. Again, there was no motivation there. Like, who wants to work out twice a day? Who wants to drink a gallon of water a day? Now, and I have a sleeve, and so it's a physical challenge for me to drink a gallon of water a day. And so I was quite over that after day 1, to be quite honest. But I was disciplined enough to continue. There was no motivation. I just did it because I had to. I did it anyway, whether I felt like it or not. Yesterday, I had a 9-mile run to do, and we had gotten home. We've been on vacation for the past week. We got home Friday night extremely late because our flight was delayed, and I had to get up the next morning and run 9 miles. Well, I didn't feel like it, but it didn't matter. My training plan said you have to run 9 miles today. And so even though I didn't get in bed until after midnight, Friday night, I ended up getting up at 6:30 Saturday morning and running 9 miles. Didn't want to, didn't feel like it. I was sleepy. I had every excuse in the book not to take that run. But at the end of the day, discipline had to kick in, and I went on the run. So giving up that habit of relying on motivation, always wanted to be motivated all the time to do something, and just relying on discipline, doing it just because, doing it because it's the right thing to do it because you have to, do it whether you feel like it or not. Relying on that discipline has definitely been key to my success in losing the 70 pounds in 9 months. And not only that, I've lost more weight past the 70 pounds, but I've also been able to keep it off. Why? Because I am just disciplined at this point. I just do it just because, whether I feel like it or not. And that has been my mantra through 75 Hard, past 75 Hard, and into what I am doing now. Do it anyway, whether you feel like it or not. So the fifth habit that I had to give up in order to be successful at losing the 70 pounds in 9 months was the habit of quitting, the habit of starting over again. If I messed up, if I ate something I shouldn't have eaten, if I didn't do the workout I was supposed to do, I would start over again. And so this time around, when I committed to 75 Hard, I committed to doing those tasks day in and day out. I decided no matter what, we're not quitting. We're gonna finish this thing. We're gonna finish this challenge. And post 75 hard, it's the same thing. There is no starting over. There is no next day. There is no waiting until Monday. And you know, typically when I start over, I'm not starting over the next day. I'm starting over on Monday. I'm starting over after this happens or that happens. And so I'm delaying the inevitable again. And so there's no starting over. I gave up that habit of quitting. What I learned through giving up that habit is that it does not require you to be perfect. It just requires you to be consistent. It just requires you to keep going. And when I learned that, when I just decided I was going to keep going, there was no stopping, there was no quitting. I was able to lose the 70 pounds in 9 months. I've been able to lose additional weight beyond the 70 pounds. I've been able to maintain it. And again, I'm not perfect. I am not perfect whatsoever, but I have just decided in my head that I am going to keep going. There is no stopping, there is no restarting, there is no quitting. And that has definitely been one of the keys to my success in losing the 70 pounds in 9 months and maintaining it. So I'm going to share with you some before and after photos here, but before I do, if you have enjoyed this content, please take a moment and give the video a thumbs up. It would help me so much. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, but you're loving the content, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any more content like this. I would love your feedback on which habit you resonate most with. So take a moment and leave it in the comments. Let's start a conversation about some of those habits that we tend to do over and over again that do not lead to productive results. Thank you so much for watching. Here are the before and afters. I'll see you in the next video.